Hello student, myself Nimit Choksey. I am assistant professor in LGIT. Student, welcome to session number 3 of plane table survey. In this session, I will explain about the method of plane tabling. Okay, this is the part 1 because there are number of 4 methods are there. So I have divided into part 1 and part 2 of session 3 and session 4 of method of plane tabling. Student, in first session and second session, I have explained about the principle of the plane tabling, definition, as well as the some instrument and accessory, as well as I have explained about the setting of the method, orientation in detail. I have explained about in session number 1 and session number 2. So now in session number 3, I have explained about the method of plane tabling. So student, there are major 4 methods are there, divided into the 4 method of plane tabling. One is a radiation, second is the intersection, third is a traversing method, and fourth is a dissection method. Okay, so first will be the radiation, intersection, traversing and dissection. Now I will explain one by one. First I have start the radiation method. Student, before the I have start the particular this method, I have explained about 2 sentences, very important. The selection of method solely depend on the condition observed on the field. Means which type of the field are there, you have selection of the four method of the plane tabling. So first line, the selection of the method depending upon the field condition, and second, all the method are used for plotting the map on drawing sheet and give the position of the object. So all the method are used. What is your main goal or after the conducting this method? So all the method are used for plotting the map on drawing sheet and give the position of the various object. So there are 2 important sentences are there. Now student, I will explain about start the first method will be the radiation method. Okay, so first you have write on a GTU exam or any exam of any method. First you have write the uses of this method, use of this method. Second step will be you have draw the figure, and third will be the you have explain about the procedure as well as the step. Okay, so this is the sequence is fixed of any method. I repeat this term. First you have write the use, then second the draw the figure, and third will be the procedure steps. Okay, so now first method will be the radiation. So first sentence is you write the use of radiation. You know that the selection of method is depending upon the field condition. So now the field condition are there on your survey area, like you have the set up the plane table at only one station, and you have commanding the all the object from one station. This type of condition you use the radiation method. So clearly see, this is the simple method are there for rough mapping area. When you have the survey area like the rough mapping area, you have used the radiation method. This is the simplest method, and it used only when the whole traverse can be commanded from a single station. Only one station are there, but object are different. So when you have the different object, you have the plot from one station, it is used this method. It is called as the radiation method. So here you have draw or plot the traverse on a drawing sheet, but only commanding from the single station. So now I will start the step by step figure. So first your ground station will be the O. So here I have written in a capital letter. I have already explained in a principle of planning in a session number 1 how to write, or session number 2 how to write the ground point as well as the drawing sheet point. I will repeat this term. Ground point you have write on a capital letters, and drawing sheet point you have write on a small letter. Okay, so first capital O, it is a ground station point. Now step number 1, you have set up the plane table at O station and center it and level it. It is the fixed step are there. You know that center using the U for with plumb bob, as well as the leveling with using the spirit level. So first step, you have set up the plane table at particular station O, center it and level it. Now next step, you have transferred the ground point on a drawing sheet with using the U-curve with plumb bob. You are already studying in a session number 1 and 2. So I will not repeat it, but here O station is a ground station, and you have to plot the small O point on a drawing sheet with using the U-curve with plumb bob. Now your object will be the A, B, C, D, E. The different objects are there. You have commanding all the object or plot all the object from single station. Okay. So how to start? So first you are starting the point, transfer the O point on a drawing sheet. Then you have put the LED at station O, means C station. Seat when you are plotting the small O point, you have put the LED, keep the pivoting the LED and bisect the point capital A or side the point capital A. Okay. So after the sighting the point, you have draw the one line on a drawing sheet. Okay. Now next step, you have measure the distance between O to A, ground station O to ground station capital A. Then the distance between O to A, and you have the taken the suitable scale and plot the small A point on a drawing sheet. I have given one example. Your ground station point O to capital A will be the 100 meter. Okay, and you have taking the scale equal to 1 centimeter equal to 1 meter. So you have plot the point on a drawing sheet. O to small a will be the 10 centimeter. Why? Because you have selected the scale 1 centimeter equal to 10 meter, 1 meter. Okay, so here you have plot the point small a. Similar that you have provide or pivoting the LED at O and side the point B, C, D and E, and you have plot the point of small b, small c, small d, small e on a drawing sheet. Okay, so similar step are there. O to B, B to O to C, O to D and O to E you have to measure, and then after you are plotting the B, C, D, E small letter with any suitable scale. Okay, so this is the step number 3. Now how to check your project will be the right and wrong. So after the plotting this drawing sheet points A, B, C, D and E, then after accuracy check, you measure the distance between capital A to capital B, means in a ground station. Like you have the scale taken the 1 centimeter to 1 meter, and your distance will be the 50 meter, example 50 meter. So your in a particular the drawing sheet, you are getting the answer of 50 centimeter line joining between to small a to small b. So it is the accuracy check are there. Similar that you have the measure the distance B to C, C to D, D to E and E to A, and complete the closed towers of the particular using the radiation method. So our main goal, making the map as well as the plan and plot all the object point on a ground sheet with using the plane table, and method will be used the radiation method. So use will be clearly seen. All towers can be commanded from a single station. So this is the radiation method. Now I will explain in a procedure of all the steps. Repeatedly I have not given, but you have write this type of in a particular in exam. I will explain only 1-2 steps so you will clearly understand. Set up the plane table at O and level it and transfer the point O on the sheet using the U-curve with plumb bob. So you have clearly seen here you are written on a ground station point in a capital letter, and so on a drawing sheet letter you have write on a particular in a small letter with the comma. Here clearly seen. So examiner clearly write about this particular or clearly understand which are the point of ground as well as which are the point of the sheet point. Similar that keeping the touching and LED at O and side A. I have already repeat all the things in a particular I will explain all the thing in a particular in a figure. Okay, you have write this type of the step in a exam. Okay, so last step, checking the accuracy of work, measure the distance AB, compare then the AB. Similar that B to C, C to D, D to E and E to A. So this is the procedure of radiation method. So first you write the use, second will be the figure and last will be the procedure. Now I will explain about the second method. This is the radiation method top view, like you conduct on a field like this. You look like this. Here P is the instrument station, means plane table. It's set up at P. A, B, C, D, E with different object are there. Okay. So now second method, intersection. This is the most IMP method as well as the most important method while using the particular the plane table survey. So first, in this method, the point is fixed on the plane by intersection of the rays drawn from the two instrument station. And second line, the method useful where it is not possible to measure the distance on ground. In a radiation method, all the particular the object you have clearly measurable from the instrument station. But here the intersection method, the field condition will be different. You know that the first line I have explained, the selection of the particular method depending upon the field condition. Okay, so here the different field condition are there. So which type of field condition are there? I have explained the step by step. Then I have explained these 2 points, so you have clearly understand. First I have explained the step, then I have explained about this particular 2 points. Okay, so don't worry, I have explained in detail. First, here there are 4 station points are there, A, B, C and D. Okay, there are 4 stations. Here A and B point you have measurable point, means when you have to conduct the survey on a field, you have easily measurable point will be A to B distance. But here when you have find the A to D as well as the A to C as well as the B to C and B to D, here some barriers are there. Okay, not measurable particular distance are there. Like you have measured the A to D, not possible. Why? Because some obstruction are there, like the river, mountain, some types of the uneven road surface are there. So not the particular measurable distance between A to D as well as the A to C and B to C and B to D. Some obstruction are there. This type of field condition you have used the intersection method. Okay, so second line I explained, this method useful where it is not possible measure the distance on a ground. Visible station are there, you have clearly seen from A to D station, clearly seen, but not measurable. Why? Because some obstruction are there. Okay student, so here there are 4 stations. So I will starting this method, how to plot your main goal will be plot the point C to D here on a drawing sheet without the measuring the distance. Okay, so first set up the plane table at A station. Now using the U-fork with plumb bob, transfer the point A, small a on a drawing sheet with using the U-fork with plumb bob. I have already explained all the steps in a previous method as well as in a orientation method. Okay, so I have little bit fast way, going in a fast way. So first step, set up the plane table at A, center it and level it. It is a fixed step. Then after using the U-fork with plumb bob, transfer the point small a on a drawing sheet. Now put the LED at A and bisect the point B, okay, capital B, and measure the distance between A to B because it is the measurable distance are there, and you have plot the point small b on a drawing sheet with using suitable scale. I have given one example, like A to B distance will be the 10 meter and you have taken the scale 1 centimeter equal to 1 meter. So you have draw the line A to B will be the 10 centimeter. Okay, so plot the point A and B on a drawing sheet. Now student, next, where after the particular plotting the small b point, you have put the LED at A and you have side the point C. Only side, not the measurable. Why? Because you are not the finding the or distance finding between A to C because some obstruction are there. Okay, so only you have the visible point are there. So only you have draw the rays from A to C with using the LED. So now similar that pivoted the LED at A and bisect the point D. Now it is a not measurable distance, so only you have the particular taken the C dash and D dash. Okay, so you have write the plotting the point C dash and D dash on a drawing sheet. Now student, transfer the plane table at B, set up the plane table at B, and one point added from the radiation method. So clearly listen student, this is the most important point. One point added procedure different from the radiation method. In a radiation method, no orientation will be required. Why? Because only you have set up the plane table at only one station. But when you have the set up the station a second station like the B station, you have clearly or compulsory you have the doing the orientation. So already you are studying the orientation in second session. So from B you have from B will be the orientation respect to A. So using the backsiding method and doing the first step will be the orientation. So after the setup at plane table at B, first step will be the orientation with respect to previous station. So here B it is the station and its previous station will be A. So you have the using the backsiding method you are doing the orientation with respect to A. So after the orientation, very easy. After the orientation you have the put the LED at small b, okay, and bisect the point C, okay. Similar that you have particular the bisect the point D, and you have the taken this 2 point C dash and D dash, and the intersection point of particular the C dash and D dash or C dash and D dash will be the point of C and D. Here C and D it is the intersection point are there. Okay, here clearly seen this is the D dash and this is the D dash line, and intersection point will be the small d. Similar that here line C dash and C double dash, some one point intersection will be the point C. So you are plotting the point C and D using the particular the two instrument station, okay. It is called as the intersection method. Now you have complete the traverse, very easy, okay. So I will repeat this particular step so you clearly understand. First, plane table set up at A, okay, point bisect the point B, and measurable distance are there A and B. So plot the point small b on a drawing sheet. Then after you have only side the point C and D and put name given the C dash and D dash. Now plane table set up at B, and one step added, it is the orientation. So only one line you have write the orientation doing with backsiding method of station B respect to capital A, okay. Now pivoting the LED at B and draw the line C dash, C double dash and D double dash, and the intersection point are there will be the C and D on a drawing sheet. So you have particular, I have explained first line. In this method the point is fixed on the plane table by intersection of the two rays. Clearly seen, C and D will be fixed by the intersection of two rays. Which two rays? C dash, C double dash, D dash, D double dash. From the two instrument station. Here intersection method not commanding only one station. You have used the two instrument station are there, okay. And this method is useful where it not possible to measure the distance on ground. So this is the intersection method. Now similar that you have first writing the use, then second step will be the draw the figure, okay, and last step written the procedure. I have not explained in procedure in detail in this particular method, but you write the similar that on about the in a radiation method, okay. So this is the all about the intersection method. Now last method in this particular session I have covering the traversing method. This is similar to the compass survey of traversing, okay. When you what is the use of this particular traversing method? This method is suitable for the connecting the traverse. It is also suitable for the survey of road rivers like roads and rivers. Okay, it is suitable for the survey when you have taken the survey of road and rivers. You are using the traversing method. Very easy. Here, these are 5 stations are there, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, first set up the station at A. Okay, fix transferring the point capital A on a drawing sheet. Okay, then after measuring the distance A to B, and you have plot the small b point. I have not repeatedly all the terms because you have already understand in a radiation method as well as the intersection method. Okay, this is the very easy method. First set up plane table at A, okay, then transfer the point small a with using the U4 with plumb bob, then side the point B and taking the suitable scale, you have plot the small b. Already you have understanding with radiation method as well as the intersection method. Now you have plot the point E point, then measure the distance between A to E and transfer the point small e on a drawing sheet. Now similar that you have set up the plane table at B. Okay. Then one step added when you have the set up the plane table one or more station, so orientation will be must needed. So orientation respect to A will be compulsory. So using the backsighting method. Now you have particular set up the station capital B, okay, and bisect the point C and plot the point small c with using the suitable scale on drawing sheet. Similar that you have the put the plane table at C station and bisect the point D, okay, and plot the small d with suitable scale on a drawing sheet. Similar that you have the particular plane table set up at D, okay, and bisect the point E and complete your traverse will be done. Okay, so this type of the traverse are there. You are making the transit traverse as well as the survey for the road as well as the rivers. You have the using this method, it is called as a traversing method. Okay, so one check line are there when you conduct the survey. Okay, when you reach the point C. Okay, so you check the point. Okay, in a particular when you have put the LED at C, so you bisect the point A. So A small and C is an intersection, yes or not. So you have check the particular the check line. Okay, so this is the check line are there. Similar that E small e will be the intersection, small b and capital B will be intersection are there. Okay, so some check line you have to conduct on a survey while you are doing the traversing method. One disadvantages are there. This is the laborious method because the number of stations means plane table set up at the number of station. Okay, and one fundamental line are there. When you have particular the 5 station are there, so plane table will be set up only 4 station. Okay, like n minus 1. Here n equal to number of station will be 5, but plane table set up at only 4 station means n minus 1, 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So set up the plane table at 4 station. Okay, so this is the traversing method. I will repeat this first repeatedly fast. First plane table at set up at A, using the U-curve with plumb bob, plot the point small a using the U-curve with plumb bob. Then after measuring the distance B and E, okay, then set up the plane table at B and orientation as well as the back sighting using the back sighting method. You have the orientation of previous station. Okay, so B it is the next station and previous station will be A. Similar that you have put the point C. After the plane table put on a C on set up on a C station, you have back sighting with respect to B. Okay, this is the procedure same. Okay, so when you set up the plane table at C, you have back sighting from from B. Similar that D and E point. So plot or conduct the traverse from the traversing method. So student, this is a check line. Thank you so much. In this session I have explained about the radiation method, intersection method and the traversing method. So thank you so much watching this video.